of the most special and sometimes very complex and tricky relationship in families is the one between daughter-in-laws and mother-in-laws. Human beings are fundamentally the same everywhere, so mother-in-law trouble is universal. It takes wisdom to manage the relationship. According to a parenting website, 1 in 4 daughter-in-law despises their mother-in-law. So, what type of mother-in-law are you? Are you the oversabi, nosy and overbearing mother-in-law? Are you the controlling, meddling and mean mother-in-law? Or are you a kind, sweet and gracious mother-in-law? Which one are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Amazing Grace with Bosse. My name is Bosse Ojugbo and I'm happy to be with you today. I came across an article that talked about a support group for people with wicked, mean, controlling and difficult mother-in-laws. Members of this group come together to tell their stories, rub minds, uplift each other, and seek advice on the best way to manage their mean mother-in-laws. Some of the stories are out of this world scary and may sound unbelievable, but as you know, truth is stranger than fiction. We have heard stories of horrible, interfering, and sometimes evil mother-in-laws who will never allow their daughter-in-laws and sometimes their son-in-laws to drink water drop cup or to have peace. But there's good news. There are also stories, wonderful stories of very good and wonderful mother-in-laws. What's your story? Now, this is my story. I am one of the lucky ones. In life, you win some, you lose some. I can gladly testify that I have the best mother-in-law, or better still, mother-in-love in the whole wide world. She's 1 in a million. As a matter of fact, I hit a jackpot with my mother-in-law. Mama has been my mother-in-law for almost 35 solid years. Her love and commitment to me and my family is unparalleled. Her love is genuine and pure. Even when some people will say, Mama, Kiro Z, Oku Bosse, this Bosse self, now you born now? No shaking for Mama. She has remained steadfast and loving. My mother-in-law is a woman after God's heart. A woman with a heart of gold. She stands for the truth. She does not see white and call it black. You cannot intimidate her. She doesn't care who you are. She speaks the truth. Mama Angela Ojugbo, she's an awesome, prayerful woman, always interceding for us. She believes in justice, and honestly, if she were to be born in this generation, she will be a human rights activist, a social crusader, one of those women who will carry placards. And indeed, she has carried her fair share of placards, and she's still carrying it. It takes a strong and fearless woman of integrity to stand her ground on so many matters. Somebody who will not take sides out of fear or favor. She's simply the best, and I love her with all my heart. So today, I'm using this opportunity to celebrate my mother-in-law, Mama Angela Ojugbo. Mama, I love you. You are simply the best. Sweet mother, I no go forget you. For the suffer where you suffer for me, yeah. That's a beautiful song for my mother-in-law. So, let's come to you. What type of mother-in-law do you have? And what type of mother-in-law do you hope to be someday? And what type of mother-in-law are you right now? Will your daughter-in-law or son-in-law be able to sing your praises and tell the world how wonderful and loving you are? Or are they saying that you are a mean mother-in-law and they don't really want to see you? Will they wait for you to aspire and manage to fulfill all righteousness and reluctantly write a fake tribute for you on your burial brochure? Oh yes, it's our culture now to write tributes, and sometimes people write what is not true because we say it's not good to speak ill of the dead. Well, you don't have to speak ill of the dead, but you can excuse yourself from writing instead of lying. Many women and some men have undergone hellfire and suffered in the hands of their meddling and wicked mother-in-laws. Some mother-in-laws have completely ignored boundaries and have taken control of their children's homes and have caused the breakdown of marriages. This has to stop. Now, this is my take. 1. Mother-in-laws, please release your sons. The Bible is clear on this. In Genesis 2:24, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So let them be. 2. Don't deceive yourself. Know your place as a mother-in-law. Recognize that your role has been downgraded in your son's life. His wife becomes number one in his life. She becomes his number one priority. 3. Don't be the mother-in-law who says, my son's wife has taken over my son. My son does not think straight again. He does not love me again. Arrant nonsense. There's no basis for comparison. The love for mother is different and completely different from the love for a wife. Don't be nosy. Stop taffying in their matter. If they ask you for advice, give it. If they don't, sit down, look. 5. Keep your opinions to yourself. These Millennium and Generation Z children are digital children. The way they think is different from us. Many of them do not have village sense. So, mind what you tell them before they will go and say, my mother said. So, if you cannot hold yourself and you must say something, please borrow your self-brain and say it with respect. 6. Be fair and truthful. Avoid taking sides, especially sides with your children when you know they are wrong. Be bold to call your son or daughter to order, even if they are feeding and clothing you. Don't be the mother-in-law who supports evil. 7. If you cannot be a blessing to your children, please do not be a burden to them. Leave them in peace. Be honorable. Be a truthful, fair, and prayerful mother-in-law whose only wish is to see her children happy in their marriages. Life is too short to be mean. Last, now 6 feet under. All of us will expire one day. So if you know that you are a mean, controlling mother-in-law, it's not too late to change today. Ask for forgiveness and start afresh. So, for those of you with good mother-in-laws, don't take it for granted. Celebrate her and tell her you love her and share your story with us. If you have a wicked mother-in-law, keep praying. Let's also hear your story. And that's our show for today. Thank you for watching. Until I come your way again, be kind.